Okay. Everything looks to be in order, just that I have no idea whenever my stream would start. I believe it started right now, right? You guys are watching? Okay, I'm hoping you are. Um, anyway, what's up, guys? It's T-Cakes back at it again. This time with a horror game by the name of The Park. I have no idea exactly what this. Well, I know kind of what this horror game is about. It's about a woman exploring, I believe, an abandoned amusement park, searching for something. It's not exactly the traditional horror you would expect, like something chasing you and stuff like that, like usual. This is more of a psychological feeling to it, I believe. At least that's what the game said. Psychological thriller or something to that effect. But that's what we're going to be playing today. I know that it's pretty late. Pretty late, at least for me. Probably a good portion of you guys didn't expect me to be streaming, at least not this late. But that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And, I decided to stream a chill game that isn't exactly too complicated for some people to get a grasp on, basically.
My heart and mind. I always
Yes, it's
return to
old,
Atlantic Island Park.
but still mind games. Yep, it has a lot to do with psychological effects and sanity, basically.
Where's Mr. Bear?
Okay, the subtitles are on, but they are very, very small. Let me see if I can increase those. Sensitivity, visual guidance, enable subtitles, language. There seems to be nothing I can do about the size of the subtitles. Okay. Well, that's very unfortunate. I would have had them super big if I could, but unfortunately that is not the case. To all of you that happen to be up at this time, I mean, I hope that you
stay in the car.
Are doing well. I posted that I would possibly be streaming on Discord. It was still up in the air if I was actually gonna stream or not, but I happened to do it. Just felt like doing it. I wanted to get a quick game to do rather than anything that could have taken several parts. But then again, I don't exactly know how long this game is in general, so I'm just gonna hope that it isn't something's happening with my vision already. I don't know why that expanded the way it did. But yeah, I'm just hoping that this game is a decent amount of length. Like I hope that
the day this place opened.
Atlantic Island Park, a tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977. James B. Longley. Okay. Don't exactly know any of the names. I don't think I'm supposed to, actually. This is just its own thing. So I don't really need to know names right off the bat. There's no precursors or anything. This is just a game. Apparently she's already having mental effects.
Hey, Lorraine.
I can see
Lorraine.
just a slight bit of clipping, but it's just because the game is old, kind of.
Take a deep breath.
So I'll
Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop.
The turnstiles are still open?
Just ran into the park.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to lock those instead of letting people just run in. You got anything else to say to me? I'm not even able to interact with him anymore. I guess I just find my son.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Okay, is that the effect that happens whenever I yell or shout? How in the world? What did I earn? Welcome to the park. Oh, I get a trophy just for entering. Okay. Nathaniel Winter welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. You look very creepy. Are you sure? I'm not sure that this park was intended to be, what a usual park like this is for. He looks a little bit too ominous to be, unless I guess he was meant to be like the very opposite of Walt Disney. Who knows exactly? You're not gonna run up for your son?
It's no wonder Callum ran
You're gonna
inside.
end up monologuing rather than running up to the escalator and getting your son.
There for mommy, Callum. Over here.
Do I not have the leg strength to run?
Callum, where are you going?
Come on. Oh, it's getting dark. What is happening? My mind. Oh, my mind is turning on me. It is not good. Was that my mind that turned into night? Should try Amnesia someday. Maybe. I know that, of course, that was definitely one of the games that a lot of YouTubers opened with back in the day.
Park.
Playing a lot of Amnesia. I don't know how many Amnesia games there actually are. I never got too interested in them, but I know there was a multiple. I just don't know when I'll play them. Seeing how significant that they are to YouTube and its history and all that,
Where did you go?
I definitely feel like I'm meant to play it at some point. Also, to those of you that are watching, the giveaway that I've been doing as of late is down to 2 PlayStation gift cards, and it ends tomorrow. So I thought of doing something a little bit different. Since I don't have any like contestant participants at the moment for the last 2 PlayStation gift cards, I decided to put the codes into this video. And there's a catch to that. Of course, I had to make it a little bit complicated. Everyone is entitled to being able to get, you know, the codes once they come up on screen. The only difference is they'll pop up at certain times. Okay, the game is saving. I'll be adding the code onto the screen somewhere. You'll see it. You'll definitely be able to see it. It's a little bit what do you call it? It's a little bit faded out just to make it a little bit more difficult to see, but I have added them to the screen. The last 2 PlayStation gift cards. So if you're wanting to get them, I'm planning to put one up on screen about an hour in, and probably another one up at like the end of the stream. So I mean, if you're wanting to, then they will be up there like whenever we get to those times, just to let you know. So you just, you know, don't see a code and then you're like, what in the world is that? And yeah, that won't be completely random. Literally waiting for Q while watching and free money. Oh, I'm experiencing some real trauma with this place. I mean, not that I blame her. That thing looks terrifying to see in a park for anyone. This is the first thing you see in a park. I think that's traumatizing for any child, let alone a grown woman.
Come on, this way.
I just everyone sees that. Like, there's no way you can avoid seeing it. Gonna be mental scars on. If that could have been what happened. I hate this place. Have a deep-seated hatred towards this place ever since I was little, or something like that. Don't exactly know the story, but I'm just guessing at this point. Which they want you to do in a psychological examines shoe.
I think this belongs to Callum.
You're telling me that he's running barefoot on these rocks. I can feel this ground. I know, even though it's not that detailed, I know exactly how this feels.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh?
That's a hazard waiting to happen. Hi, Claptrap. Oh, hey, Claptrap. I don't know if you joined when I was explaining everything, but if you are a user of a PlayStation, there are 2 gift card codes hidden in the video, and they'll be up later. Okay, Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen daily ice sculpting shows. The following locations: 11 a.m. Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. the Octotron, 3 p.m. Park Entrance, Graffiti. Oh, that's Graffiti. Chad the Chipmunk works in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. That's very odd to say. Is there any way that I can escape this? Okay, it's X. For a minute, I thought I was stuck in that, like usual games. But that's a very odd thing to bring up. Anyway, that I hope that. Have I played The Forest? I've played The Forest before. Yes. It's a pretty interesting game. Not something that I committed a lot of time to, but I was at the very least like intrigued by the premise. If you're trying to find your son off on a deserted island after
What is this
being
about?
taken by cult members, I think that's what the theme was. It's been a while, so I don't exactly remember everything, but I remember a good majority of what happened. Imagine being a kid and reading that exactly. Like you'd be so confused. Okay, this note is torn. Yeah, purchase the land of Solomon Island for a pittance. I might add, whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. Interesting. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter. With a curse... Oh, a curse is involved, of course. Carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible, dark things. The land remembers, sir. The land remembers. So this is like an old, like, Indian burial ground type of deal where, like, the ancestors are mad that you've built on top of what they had before, probably. Like, Until Dawn. I dismissed him shortly afterward, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warding me off. I have a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Amazingly terrible. Unfortunately, you had no idea. Have fun with this one. Well, I'm gonna hope that we have fun. That or get terrified beyond belief. To be a pretty old game, it doesn't look terrible. Like, visuals look pretty nice. Of course, I'm kind of biased because I like looking at the stars and moon in like a forest-like landscape. Even though this is a terrifying park, scenarios or scenery like this is what I enjoy looking at most. Looks like there's no one but you in the world, which to some people... Okay, I couldn't have been the only one that heard that.
Callum?
There's an evil
Stay
guy
where you
here, or evil person here.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
I'm not the only one that's here. Someone just laughed at me.
Come on, Mommy.
Where even are you? Was he on that boat? Did I get in? Probably. Give me a boat.
Come back, Callum.
Okay, I gotta stop one, don't I? I can't just... Oh, it stopped itself. Get on? I don't know. I guess we enjoy the ride. Okay. We're going into... I don't even know what this tunnel is called. It didn't exactly say a name, I don't believe. Wait. Yeah, it's kind of blurred out over there. I can't really see it. Where's the jump scare? I'm scared. I have no idea where a jump scare could be. I mean, there has to be a bunch of them. If we're in a place like a cave, I'd expect it. Wait for the boat to...
Callum, where did you go?
Oh, something happens at the end of the boat ride, probably. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Paul Woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel.
Okay.
They were very poor.
I've heard this
and
story
had
before.
very little to bite or sup.
Sup. That's a weird term.
What will...
Well, it is an old-fashioned term.
The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband. We will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow.
Whoa.
And abandon them there.
Why don't I have a
No,
flashlight
my wife.
yet?
I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool.
So you think the best decision is to
Hansel
toss your kids
overheard
into the
their
forest
parents talking,
instead of
and
feeding
Gretel
them?
began to
Bro.
Do not fret, Gretel.
And child
Hansel said.
endangerment was
He
different now,
crept into the
back
hut,
then. They used to
gathered white stones
openly
from the
toss
ground
their
to
kids
fill
into
his
the
pockets.
forest and just be like, yeah, we're completely fine. We can afford food now.
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest.
Wow, he actually
Before they
went through
leave,
with it.
The mother gives them a slice of bread
You never,
and warns them that they will get no more food that day.
you never think about how dark some like kids stories
Clever
were until you were
Hansel
old,
leaves a
until you're
trail of
older.
white
That's when
stones
it gets a
behind
lot
them as they
more
pass into the
deeper.
woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods,
But you're the one
children
that's,
are sent to bed without
you know,
any supper.
I get
Hansel
you're
tried
trying to
to
get
sneak
rid of
out
your
and
kids,
collect
but
more
I
white
don't
stones,
get
but
blaming
found
them
that the door was
for
locked.
getting lost even though they were
"Tomorrow
led
I'll
out
take
in the
them into
first
woods
place.
myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In
Like,
the morning,
what is
the
this,
mother
like
gave them a slice
15th
of bread
century?
and led them deep into the forest
I
once
forget
again.
exactly when these stories were established, but what is what? What is happening?
Hansel broke his bread into pieces.
I probably shouldn't
and
be
left
paying
a trail
attention
of
to the story. There's
breadcrumbs
probably a
to
lot
lead
of
them
things
safely
happening
home. The
around me.
hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs
I should
and
pay
his
attention to
trail
my
was
surroundings a bit
destroyed.
more.
Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail
I hope I
home,
didn't miss too
the
much.
children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
Seems like something's happening at every corner. I have no type of flashlight though.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an
I
exceedingly
don't know if I was supposed to
strange
pick one up at
house.
some point, but it's pretty
Its
dark
walls
around
were
here.
made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar.
Yep.
Hansel,
Hansel and Gretel.
desperately
There's
hungry, ran
a
forward
very,
and began
very
to
dark
nibble
turn
on
for
the
this.
walls.
I mean, not that it wasn't dark in the first place. How did people even come up with these stories?
Nibble, nibble, little
Okay, I'm still looking around just to make sure.
Who's nibbling at my house? An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with
Everything
cloudy
isn't
eyes.
what it seems.
Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you.
Yeah.
But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother.
That's the only thing that kept them away, not the
Children,
fact that
don't be afraid.
this woman had
I
green
have
skin.
something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside. The old woman urged, and the children,
You know,
still
it's
licking
due
their
to the
teeth,
century. I can imagine that people actually do fall for this, but like, it's so obvious. It's so very. Okay.
once inside the house.
How many rocks are on there? I'm on a trail. I'm forced to be on this pathway, so I don't know why we'd be facing any rocks.
Put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut.
I'm breathing very hard, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear that completely.
The old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
Okay. Just him only?
Time passed, and poor Hansel refused.
I mean,
to
of course, you might not
eat.
reveal
The
that
day
to...
the witch would eat him.
Oh, hey.
The
Hey,
witch,
camper.
for her part,
Come
grew
inside.
impatient. Today,
That wasn't
I will
intended to
cook
be
and
read the
eat
way that
your
you're thinking
brother,
about it.
Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand.
Okay, yeah, play dumb.
I
That
do not know
definitely
how.
would work.
Where is the opening? Fool, the
Oh,
old witch said.
I didn't know it
"The
would be on this
opening
side.
is here." And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave
Imagine
Gretel
getting
gave the
tossed
witch
into a
shove,
whole oven by a
and the
kid
old
this size.
crone tumbled forward.
How?
into the oven.
That's some
Gretel
force.
slid a large iron bolt over
That's
the
some
door
force for like what, a 3 to 4 year old
Gretel
child.
and her brother Hansel,
Push a fully grown
and
woman
together
into an
lit a
oven.
fire beneath the oven.
I guess she is old,
though
so
she
I mean, you wouldn't have
screamed
much
and
strength,
begged,
but
The children
A 4-year-old
sat on the
child.
ice until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
Yep, she got roasted. Literally.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
I don't think I remember that part of the story. Does anyone else remember that? That part seems a little bit like they just added it in. For the sake of the... Oh, what? Okay. Sure. When you said the jump scare would happen, I thought the jump scare would have happened at the point where they decided to add the children were eating her part. I didn't expect the duck to decide to look at me, or the swan. Are we done? Can we get off of this now? We get sentient duck rides. Alright, that was an experience. One that I'd want to repeat? Probably not. For several reasons, but mostly because it was a little bit too long, and I don't want that duck
I used to read it
to look at me again.
Was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch.
Are you giving us a
Even their
synopsis?
own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away.
You're getting real
Hunger leads
deep
people
here.
to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Real deep and metaphorical. Okay. Huh. Didn't know you could just spit something out like that. Truth so deep it hurts. Alright, so where exactly do we go next? Just up the road? I'm guessing, because it seems to be like a very linear path that we're going on right now. So I'm guessing we're meant to experience things.
Another accident. This
Yeah.
place.
It doesn't have... Oh, that's... Is this blood? It has to be, right? That it only makes sense that this is... Stabbed right in the eye. Who would do that? Okay. Okay, the alarm stopped. I thought it wasn't going to stop at first. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simply curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if this has all been for nothing. You use negative energy in order to power a park? It seems like you'd want to do the very opposite, considering, rides are meant for joy and stuff, and unless there's a different perspective he's got on it. Maybe he's got a different objective other than giving people joy. Just like this, if this park is specifically meant to cause injuries and like mishaps. Park meant to cause accidents. Okay, that. I think that's just to get me on edge. I don't think they actually wanted to. Why are you whispering now?
Come out, sweetie.
Where are you? It sounds like he's right next to me, but I know he isn't.
Stop.
Is that just in my head? He's not even responding anymore.
Go.
Why are you whispering and why can I hear you in my ear? He's not behind me.
Callum, where did you go?
Okay, buddy, you're getting a little bit
Not
too
playing
odd for
anymore,
me. I
Callum.
know you're my son, but no one told you. No one told you to start whispering. Is he on this? It'd be insane if I could actually hear him from this, of all places.
Make me dizzy.
Wait, let me see if there's something here, because they did put a light here for a reason, right? Examine
The guy
report.
just snapped. Those poor kids.
Okay, let me read. Eyewitness report. Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty. Witness name Creed, Norma. We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving, while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. At first, we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or a lion, but as more and more ice fell away, when you just looked, it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey, and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But these teenagers walked up, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments, it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Okay, that got a little bit too detailed. I get this lady probably experienced some trauma, but man, that was wildly descriptive. If the park is abandoned, why is the power still on? I don't even, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how it's even on if there happens to be still power running. There's no one to maintain it. There was that one guy at the exit, at the entrance gate, but I don't think he'd be the one to turn on and off everything after, being in a park this big. It wouldn't make much sense. Need more than just him to maintain this park.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Yeah, no. We gotta manage the speed on this, right? Increase speed, decrease speed. Well, why would we increase? Just keep decreasing it. Okay. I see nothing out of the ordinary. We've had a little bumps on the other rides, but I don't believe that we've seen much of anything out of the ordinary. Luckily for us. Had a couple of things occur, but not anything gravely terrifying. Not something that could, easily cause a heart attack or anything of the sort. Ride? Is this not the way you enter? Oh, it's saving. Okay. I think that might have been the case. Hello? Can I not? Okay. Is there some other entrance that isn't this one? Okay, why do you keep saving? I'm right here. Does it not? Or do I go through this one? Okay. It was a set one that they wanted me to go to, which, was not told to me, but... Oh, why am I experiencing this already? Who is that? Who is that? Hold on, make another round. If this thing could go any faster. Who is that? It's going up so I can't really see him. But there's someone in there that isn't me, of course. Someone else is here beside. Whoa! Whoa! Was that him? That couldn't have been him. Maybe. I'm not sure. He's still in the booth. I think. Yeah, he is still in there. Sir, would you like to speak to me? I would really like to speak to you. I want some answers. I think answers would definitely be appreciated right about now. I'm stopping right at him, but I guess he vanished. Of course he did. Okay. Can I just start up the ride again? Can I get onto the ride again, actually? I don't think there'd be much benefit to getting on again, but yeah, it don't even allow me to get back on. Okay. Well, I guess we're done with that. Let me just increase the speed again. I don't think that does anything different, but we'll just do it just cause. Maybe there's an achievement in it. Max speed. I want the carts I want the carts to get tossed off. Hopefully not killing me. I don't know if death is a mechanic in this game. I don't think it is. Max speed, come on. Go even faster. Sounds like this machine is crying. Because it's so old. Faster. If that's even possible. Is it possible to get it to brake? You think? Because them carts are moving. This is just an experiment. I don't see anything different on any of the cars, so I don't think I could get much out of that. I guess I'm just gonna keep it running at full speed until something breaks. And hopefully they don't launch a car at me for my actions. I know they were very questionable, but I just wanted to experiment just a bit. I hope one of those don't kill me. Where do I even go next? Because there's a lot of places I could go. I think I came from over there, right? Did I? I can't remember if I've seen a building from where. No, I did come from over there because the booth is there. Okay, so I guess I go this way. Oh? Oh, the bridge is closed. Or destroyed. Can I read? Okay. Frustrated by the fact that the plans seem incomplete. I know as well as anybody that the rules of the game can be changed with enough money. But no matter how much money talks, it can't conjure up missing plans from thin air. I've tried contacting the organization who sold me these plans, and they are stonewalling me. Every contact that I had, every meeting place that I've had, or watched with, every meeting place that I have had watched. Every meeting place that I have had watched. Okay, I get it now. That I've had watched. You could have just said I've had watched. A swept bear. I don't want to mean to be the grammar police, but like that's a little bit too complicated of a sentence. I have a sinking feeling that I've been swindled. We've gone ahead with what we could and with what we could find in the plans regardless. Harvesting machines, the transport mechanisms, etc. I probably let Nicholas name them something cute for the day we open the park. There will be rides after all. Okay. This thing concerns me a lot. Mostly because I've got it running at a speed that I don't think it's capable of right about now. And I hope it doesn't, kill the only person here. Well, the only known person here. Okay, I think we go out this way and no harm will become of us. Thankfully. I think I've gotten far enough to where that thing can't injure me. Excuse me. Someone rustling the grass.
Stay where you are.
Are you up there? Is that what I heard, rustling?
Come back.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack.
Okay, you playing games with me now. I get it. I don't know why you're consistently running away from me. I have your shoe. Do you know how much damage you're doing to that single foot on bare ground, especially with rocks everywhere?
Stop, Callum!
Follow the trail. By the way, it took me out the same place that I came in, I believe. This is a completely different spot. Well, it should be a completely different spot. The game is saving like usual, so it's making me think. No, I'm back to the ducks. Let me just go back and see if I had missed another path, cause it led me down this way again after I had already been this way. I swear I didn't see a building before, unless like the game was tripping me up already psychologically. There's a Ferris wheel. Maybe I get to the Ferris wheel. That that machine looks like a health hazard. Definitely looks like a health hazard running that fast. Maybe I just do. I attempt to get to the Ferris wheel. The booth should be over there. So I'm gonna go this way. The booth is over here. So Ferris wheel is definitely the next step. Right? All the way up the hill to the Ferris wheel. Just... Oh! Well, where do I go then? Is there some secondary route? Unless I haven't gone here. I'm gonna try all my paths just to be certain that I haven't made any missteps. I swear I went down this way.
Treachery
I guess I
hides in
didn't.
thoughts.
Okay.
Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We built
That's
our
a little
world from
bit insensitive to
expectations,
think
and the
about
world
your
that I had built
child.
for Callum was no different.
I guess you're
He was
feeling
so
some
real,
after effects.
So there, and so far from
Where
my
am I?
expectations. They
Here.
shattered, and as they fell in pieces,
Okay.
that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the
Ferris
love that we
wheel.
shared, all of the warmth and
Bumper
goodness
cars.
that followed, built on a single.
Hustle Forest,
Traitorous
Sideshow
thought.
Alley, roller coaster. I'm guessing I might have to go to all of these areas in order to actually get through everything. And it looks like the bumper cars are next. Go to the park, they said. It will be fun, they said. Oh yeah, there's no fun to be had here.
Callum?
It's the very opposite of fun. Alright, I'm back. I went to go take a shower. Oh, well, that's fine. We're still experiencing, what the... Is that a person? Light? Okay, I think that might be a doll, not a person. That looks strangely human-like. We took a little bit of missteps on the way, you know, over here, but we actually managed to be going down the right path now. That's very ominous that that thing is just waiting in the dark for me. I hope I don't have to go in this place. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun, but at the end of the season here really drags. There aren't many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. Most of that gossip is about Chad. Oh, the one that'll die a useless slob, apparently? I mean, Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's the darn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was the little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. I don't think that's policy, is it? Okay. Then I saw him at Susie's Diner, still wearing it. What? You sure he's not, taking up an odd kink? And it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to the park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. He's going the FNAF route. He's, for some reason, even though he isn't dead, he's not taking off the suit. Interesting. The suit, okay, but nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since last time I saw him. Puking up in a gutter outside Psych Oil Station, because he sure as heck can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Okay. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eyeing me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Allura. What is my character's name? I don't think it's Laura, but... Whoa, I was a little bit too delayed in my reaction there, but we saw that thing was not in the back.
The duck said quack, quack, quack.
Could you please come over to me instead of saying weird things in the dark? Please don't. Okay, I thought that was a door for a minute, and I was not about to accept. I feel like the back room again. Oh, you like the back rooms? Is that what it feels like? I can't even see that thing from this side. I don't think there's a door here, and honestly, I don't want it to be. I don't need to see any more than what I've already seen. Oh, there's the odd duck-looking thing. Does it have a plaque or anything on it? No? Newspaper, I can't read. Alright, you're weird to look at for a mascot, but the owner of the park didn't exactly say that he wanted people to have fun here, so I get why you look so off-putting. Okay, these are the bumper cars, for some reason, I don't know why all the signs are blurred out.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
I mean, you're putting it lightly. There's a lot more to it than that, but I get what you mean. Only misery happens with bumper cars, apparently. You're going through something. I get it. Examine device. What was our character's name was Lorraine, right? The ducky. Yes, the ducky. Did someone use electroshock therapy on her? That's odd to be happening, and I know that it's a vision, but like at the same time, that's pretty odd. Shocking revelations. Wow, okay. Okay, game. What a name for a trophy. As if, you know, we're not talking about legit trauma. Okay. So, I guess she's endured some sort of electroshock therapy for whatever supposed symptoms she's had. Who knows? I don't condone... Of course, no one condones electroshock therapy. It doesn't do anything. I believe, like, the only thing that people thought it did do was just make you numb to certain things, certain experimental happenings that, you know, no human's supposed to go through, but people back then used to think that that was acceptable, unfortunately. This is what PTSD is like. Exactly. Not even just my character's specific ordeal. Like, this is essentially what someone that does suffer from PTSD could, like, randomly see at a moment's notice in everyday life. They could, something completely like, what do you call it? Completely separate from what they had to go through happens to trigger that, and you know they go off. Okay, I had to check every one of these bumper cars before I had to go to the one that was lit. So, examine accident report. The Shakes take a ride on the bumper car. Well, I didn't take a ride on the bumper cars yet. I guess I will at some point, probably soon. And they want you to talk about it. Yeah, they want you to talk about it. Employee name Francis Dufresne? Is that how you say it? Dufresne? I feel like it's Dufresne. It's French, right? Or San Francisco. San Franciscan. Okay. Job title and department. Labor is working on crane. Supervisor Richard Stapleton. Eyewitness Lawrence Creed, Michael Edgeworth. Brief description of the accident or incident. Okay, during the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching to the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Oh yeah, that is not surprising in the least. Did the injured employer see a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of workers' compensation form? Yes. Okay. Supervisor's comments. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this incident? Double checking of the straps after the transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. No! Employer or supervisor signature. Illegible signature. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exorcise the spirits. Wow. Wow. Interesting. So they supposedly seen someone untying the straps to the bumper cars after or before Michael get crushed underneath the bumper cars. That's a horrible way to go. Oh, that won't happen to me, right? Right? Okay. It took a swerve last second. I'm glad it didn't come after me, because I would have dived in this bumper car immediately. She didn't do it. I assume she doesn't have the quickest reflexes, but that, in my part, I would have definitely dived in the moment that happened. I'm guessing this is just possibly a replay of a scenario that might have happened in the bumper cars arena. I don't see a note anywhere around this thing. I feel for a lot of people that happen to have a job at places like Six Flags. I could have had a job at Six Flags, actually. I went through the employment process and everything. If it wasn't a matter of, going miles to work every day, I probably would have been working there. But the fact that
don't even remember what it was.
People on a daily basis have to go through maintaining and getting on these rides that are like several feet off the ground, I really do feel for you. Like, having to deal with something that terrifying.
Scratch of his pen on the notepad.
I don't mind heights.
When he gave it to me.
Like,
our eyes met.
I think an average person doesn't mind heights too often, but to have to deal with them on an average, like construction workers and like people that run roller coasters and maintain them alike,
surging through my veins.
I really am concerned for your well-being and like.
I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead, my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
She went in. Man. Okay, trees. I thought you were a little bit more transparent than you looked. This Ferris wheel looks a lot more menacing than it actually looks fun. I hope nothing happens to try to kill me. Because it looks like they want you to think these things are going to break at any moment. That one doesn't have a car on it. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out that they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find a piece of the plans that I'm missing. Why try to contain dark energy for the, like, I wonder what his end game is here in harnessing dark energy. What exactly is he trying to get out of doing that? Is he trying to do some sort of odd ritual? Because you know that apparently that's what everyone that owns an amusement park wants to do, or you know, some family establishment in games at least. There's always, I don't know if that theme has been done to death, but like corrupt business owners seem to be a very big premise in horror games. They're always wanting to harness energies or do some rituals to, you know, make people terrified of whatever they've got going on here. They want to make the mascot murderous. Want him to go around killing everyone in the park, even though, you know, that's the very opposite of what people build parks for. But I think that's what the theme is. You want to for a minute I thought someone was in that seat waiting for me. Can I get it right? Yeah? Okay, there we go. Also, you guys don't have to, of course, but if you haven't already, like, sub, and comment as always, it's very greatly appreciated. This is a different game from what we usually do, but you know, we do pretty much all things horror in this channel, so hope that you guys are enjoying this, or that this game is for someone out there that wants to, you know, just chill and watch a horror game.
For a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner.
Okay.
He came in with some
Oh,
workers,
she worked
but
at
he
Susie's
didn't
diner?
Try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home.
We're at the peak.
I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then...
This actually doesn't look too bad, by the way.
He
Like,
died.
this is a pretty nice
According to
view.
the
I just hope
supervisor,
that
his safety
we
harness
don't
failed
fall
while he was working
from
on the top of the Ferris wheel.
this great height.
Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason.
I mean, you
I was
never
3
know
months pregnant
why.
with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Your good times ended way back then, but you never exactly know the reasoning for why something could have happened like that. Hello, buddy. So it was him managing the rides. You're gonna drop that in the last second thinking that no one would have seen that. If I was looking the other way, I most definitely wouldn't have. But I didn't really see any other reason to look at it, or to look in the other direction. Okay, I'm gonna make this ride go faster too. I'm just gonna see how fast it can go before it eventually happens to I don't think they put like any braking mechanic on these rides at all, so I doubt that anything will happen. So I shouldn't be concerned in the least. Even though they do sound very menacing, they probably won't do much. Okay. Had to make sure that the stream was still going. It said that the chat wasn't connected for some reason. Oh, is it hitting safety mode? Because it seems like it's about... Oh, wait, no it isn't. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to leave this place before something actually does happen to me. It happened with the bumper cars. Even though that was scripted, I don't know if anything else could happen with this. Just going to get out while I can. Which way do I even go? Ferris wheel. So if I take a right, I should end up at the bumper cars. Not the bumper cars, the roller coaster. Already went through the Octotron. Okay, roller coaster and Sideshow Alley are the last thing we have to do before the what is it? Roller coaster and Sideshow Alley before the House of Horrors. That's what we got to do. That's the final thing we're supposed to be doing. Alright, onwards to the roller coaster. Let's just see what happens. Oh look, this is where the other one went. I knew that there was one missing. I was wondering why, and this is exactly where it went. All the way over here. Oh, roller coaster ticket. Whoa! Okay. Spin, sugar. Find the missing Ferris wheel cart. I mean, that wasn't too hard to do. It was just sitting right here. So that thing actually could have run me over. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't standing there. I thought it was just a useless mechanic to increase the speed. At least they actually made it mean something. Okay, I've got to go past the bumper cars in order to get to the.
Talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit.
Okay.
My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so.
Okay, stream's still doing well. Just making sure, because for some reason.
9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping a piss, feeding them, little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest.
Or that, or they want to look at the upside of things.
Bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything.
I mean, yes, he's your child.
Serve the little fuck right if I just abandon him.
He is your child, right? Like, I think him owing you everything is a given. Like, it's usually the way that the, for lack of a better term, agreement works. You usually sign up for that. Some people don't, of course, but you know, it happens.
Never got around to do it before.
So, I don't think you should look at all the downsides. There's some light to it. There's always, you know, a little bit of darkness to some of the lighter things, but, you know, it's not all bad. Right, the roller coaster. I know that she's going through a moment right now, though, so it's to be expected. Took a roller coaster ride. We actually took a roller coaster ride this time.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Oh, I did not even notice. I did not even notice your hands. Where did these come from?
Your boy are everything.
Why do you have a fleshy hook for a hand?
The antithesis.
That's weirder than I thought.
Where is Callum?
I didn't think you. Oh.
Poor child. He tried
a
so
flesh
hard
hook.
to do
That's
what he was taught.
that's a very odd design choice, but
just
a unique one, for sure.
Tell me where my son is.
witch has it now. Has both of you.
The witch?
No happy ending here.
Is there actually a witch in
Just,
the park?
just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be good. Yeah, I'm having some trauma. I'm having something's triggered my trauma. It looks like a hospital. Hospital doors. Whoa. It doesn't seem like we're moving that fast, but okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, the witch. That's okay. We ran over Callum. In our minds, at least, we just took him out. What does that mean, metaphorically? We went through, you know, all the experimentation of being a test subject and like the electroshock therapy and everything. But what does it mean when? Does it mean that Callum was caught in the crossfire when it came to the timing and everything of when all of those events took place? Oh, finally a flashlight.
Which awaits.
Hope's light. Obtain a flashlight. Finally. How do I use it?
Come back!
Oh, I'm screaming now. What am I scared of? Why are you running from me? How exactly do I use my flashlight?
I can help you, Callum.
You want to tell me, game? Do I just...
Callum?
I guess I just don't use it at all, at least right now. Where's the map? Wait. I'm just going to see if the map is over. Oh! Oh boy, it's an hour. Okay. First PlayStation code is here. You don't know where it is. I swear you don't see it. Well, whoever gets it, you're very lucky. It's just right there for anyone to take a grab at. No giveaway required. It's one of the last 2 PlayStation gift cards, so, you know, have fun with that. It's only going to be on the screen for a little while, so please get me out of here. Game, cooperate with me just a little bit. Let me leave. Is it locked, or do I have to turn it? Come on. Brute force this. Does it not work that way? Do I leave out somewhere else? Come on, let me out. Okay, maybe I have to go out the other way instead. Is that even possible? Wait. Okay, yeah, I can't do anything with what's over here. Is there a note over here? There's an axe. That's very odd. Okay. Not gonna keep that code up for much longer. It wants me to. It wants me to go this way. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It's gone. Alright. Hopefully someone got that. I don't know if you did, but hopefully you did. Open up, game.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
How exactly am I supposed to get out of this? It feels like it's glitching because I'm supposed to be able to get out of this.
This isn't a game, Callum.
Wait, do I need a ticket of some sort? No. No, I don't. So I don't get why this isn't working.
This isn't a game, Callum.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. What is the deal with this? Game, you're supposed to be allowing me out of this. I feel like there's something I was supposed to see. Something I'm not seeing that I should probably pay attention to. But I have the flashlight, so
Callum? Callum!
I can't exactly use it though.
I'm not playing anymore,
Okay, game.
Callum.
It's not letting me out. Don't make me restart this. Come on. I've been having a great time so far. Don't make me restart this. Okay. Let me see. Continue game. I don't know how far back it autosave, but I'm just gonna restart and see if I didn't want to go to credits. I'm just gonna see if I can get this to work, because it did autosave. It shouldn't have autosaved like way back, because I've already experienced a lot. So I'm just gonna see exactly what's happening. Skip, skip, skip. I believe it probably should have saved like immediately after I got out of the roller coaster. Probably even after I picked up the flashlight, so. Okay, continue game. I don't think there's a set pattern to like what I was supposed to do there. It all seems pretty like linear, like I was saying before. Gonna be interested as to where it's gonna place me. Okay, I'm out on the other side. Hopefully it unlocks the thing. Wait. Let me just check this just to be sure that they didn't want me to read something. I don't think that's the case, but maybe it is. Yep, there's the paper there. This... It works! The calculations and adjustments worked. The transport and storage mechanism seemed to be flawless. What a wonderful day. If only these people knew what they were, fueling. I was about to say feeling. And so, what if a few people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality. From an amusement park? And such doorways open only to those who have the will to find the key. Or those who, like to take advantage of people's well-being, but, you'd like to leave that part out. Hey, don't talk about that part. All I'm interested in is if the gate unlocks. As what I've heard so far is just the natural ramblings of a madman.
The witch awaits.
Alright. Does she literally await this time? Can I leave? Will I be able to leave the... Let me see if there's anything extra I could have... Nope, nothing extra. Still no button for me to use a flashlight, I don't believe, either. Oh, look, it works just fine now. Okay, it works just fine. I hate that gate. I want to fight it if it wasn't an inanimate object. Sideshow Alley is the next stop. What is this pathing, though? Okay, I'm here. So, where are the bumper cars? The bumper cars were on this side, I believe. So, I should be going down this path. I think. The bumper cars in Sideshow Alley are pretty much next to each other, so there's a fork in the road that I've got to pay attention to. I'm gonna see if I can recognize it. Is that the Sideshow Alley? Yeah, wow, okay, that wasn't difficult at all. Okay, yeah, the bumper cars should be over that direction. Well, let's just see what there is to see in the Sideshow Alley. Oh, I thought that was something I should have paid attention to, but it was just a plant. Laughing clowns. Hello? Okay, it's locked. Laughing clown. Put your balls in our mouths and win great prizes. Your marketing for this is probably the worst I'd ever seen out of any amusement park. You openly put that on the sign. You put this on the sign. Oh, okay. I think you guys have a really lewd sense of humor. If that wasn't intentional, I'd be surprised.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found
Killer
out who
Instinct.
did it.
Learned about Chad. Oh, okay. Cotton candy corpse leaves sour taste in park goers' mouths by Howie? Yeah, Howie Laurel. Yesterday evening, visitors went to Atlantic Island Park, were shocked to horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse is yet to be identified. However, they've confirmed the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something lists this, I think it meant like this. When something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. Oh boy, aren't you a liar? The staff of Atlantic Island Park offered their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on this story going forward. Telling lies openly to the public because, you know, you don't want... Whoa! Okay.
Callum?
That sound, I got terrified because that sound was a bit closer in my ear than I believed. It sounded like it was right next to me.
I can help you, Callum.
What are you scared of?
What am I scared of? Well, clearly, Chad the Chipmunk or whatever his name is. I hope he's not in here. I don't want any, murderer giving me a monologue about how the park twisted them into what they are today and everything.
Where are you?
I don't need to know. We don't go there. We don't go there. We go elsewhere.
Don't let the witch put me in the oven.
Excuse me? Okay. I wonder if there's an actual witch involved in this. Lights. Can we search like in anything except for the alleyway? No one goes in the alleyway intentionally. That's not what we do. Not us. We don't do that. We know what happens in alleyways. No one does this. Can I just break the game and see what's back here? No? No, they won't allow me to. They probably prepared for someone to do that, so. The League. I still can use my flashlight. They didn't exactly point out a button for it.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Don't take me.
Cotton candy. I don't think there's any cotton candy here. Oh, that's the body. Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone's gonna jump me. Someone's gonna open that door and snatch me up, aren't they?
Who did this to him?
Who is he? I can't imagine. It looks like this is legitimately someone's slaughterhouse that they've just had hidden in the park. No. Okay. For a minute, I thought he was gonna approach me, and I just wasn't gonna be seen again. I told you, no one does that intentionally. Who really decides to themselves, I'm just gonna wander into an alley. I'm gonna wander into an alley with a corpse sitting in it nonetheless. The wildest decision ever made. I can't believe we actually went through it with it. Who does that? Can I leave now? Is that all I needed to see? Right? It's saving, so. I'm guessing there's more to it than that, right? Is there something else that I need to experience? Other than the very, very traumatizing sight of the possible squirrel trying to murk me in this park. I've seen all that I need to see, I think. I have a pretty good idea that there's nothing left for me to watch. Do I go out the other way instead? Maybe? I don't want to see anything else. I think I've seen enough. Alright, I think maybe we go out this way. Probably not. Yeah, they want us to go out the other way. Read that already. Where's the music going? Can I turn that off? Or do they want me to like play carnival games or something of the sort? There's music going on somewhere. The hat that I ordered came in, so when you get a chance, Discord me. Alright, yeah, I'll be sure to remember that. I hear music, but where is it coming from? Oh, wait. This is very ominous. Take pills. Just... I guess if this is the only thing we gotta do.
These are mine.
How did they get yours here? They get... Flags Pharmacy. Okay, this is another mind trip. Literally. I don't know why we opened and took our own pills. We know that our pill... We just set our pills down here. There's no reason we should have taken those. We're about to have a bad trip, I bet. Sheriff Bannerman is a fat pig, but his daughter is hot. Are these park goer comments? I could taste your dreams. Not safe, the League. I saw that one already. I think this is all the graffiti that was on the sideshow. F gravity. What does this say? Destroy reality. Okay, that's what it says. Fear the boogeyman. Stop picking your nose then. Don't believe anything they tell you. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Reagan? 80? 1980s. All that you love will be carried away. Some kids laugh and some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. Say no to graffiti. Okay. Okay, the music cut down, so I was a little bit concerned. Only dead fish follow the stream. Your mother? Clearly she has high standards. Okay, I get it. Okay, the music just goes up and down as we go. Oh, what happened to this park? I'm having a bad trip. A definite bad. Who is that? That isn't a post. That's actually someone. Woo! Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I'll turn around. I'll do what you say. That actually got me to jump. Okay. Let's get my bearings about me. Was a little bit over concerned for a minute. Actually, I think the right amount. Hey. Where are you going? Where are you going? Can I outrun it? I mean, I should be able to outrun him, but... Okay, he's gone. As much as I don't want to do it, I feel like they want me to explore the park a bit more. So,
Forgive me, Cal.
you know, be wary, guys. This could get disturbing. A lot more disturbing than it already has gotten.
Follow the breadcrumbs.
I can't reread this. I can't. Oh, wait, I can. Wait. Future times. The belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness, made omniscient by broken fires in the coastal strain. We don't believe that the earth belongs to battered goats in shamrock afterbirth. Only truly naked wrens of righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages and trust exercised by arrhythmia. Beaumont will come to the island bearing the talisman, and he will shatter the seals that bind the orthodoxy of corruption. Only then will... Nothing makes sense with this. I have no idea. This, I believe, is just cult-like ramblings. Like, otherwise, I don't see much purpose to this. The stream went out for a second, I noticed. For whatever reason. I have no idea how that happened, but it is back. Thank you, OBS, for not breaking down on me like Elgato used to. Okay, we're just gonna go back in the alleyway and see if anything else has changed. Probably not, right? Yep, body's still the same. No squirrel or chipmunk, luckily. For a minute, I thought he was legitimately about to try to chase me down. Luckily, that was not the case. Now, let's get out of here to the exit. I'm guessing this is a representation of what she's actually attempted to do before. What a strange trip it's been. Find the pills. I already found the pills. And man, I did not have a good time. Not in the least. Alright. Never going back to the sideshow. And then she just starts monologuing again. Alright.
Millions of people die every year in car crashes. And the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears.
Oh, we're back at the beginning.
Carney pockets your hard-earned $5. And what secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake?
I didn't even notice that.
Jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and
whoa, okay.
I hate that sparkle in her weathered
I didn't think those were bats.
I think Callum is waiting for me inside.
I thought that those were I thought that was a mist sweeping towards me for a minute. Carrie Killian is... Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. I don't have to elaborate any further. Okay. I don't know who that is, but apparently they've been doing some odd things. Doing some very odd things in the dark. Someone knows about it. Whoever they may be. Okay, I can finally use my flashlight, thankfully. Only because it's legitimately pitch black in here. I can't see anything. Into the House of Horrors. I think you're almost to the end of the game. Really? Well, darn, I shouldn't have put a 1 on the thumbnail then. Okay. I had no idea it was this close to the ending. Read page. Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools, scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I have retreated here, to the House of Horrors, I must think. So, what's his name? Winters, is Mr. Winters the dude that I've been seeing? Did this man become a monster himself after being in this park for so long? I think he actually managed to achieve what he wanted. Maybe it made him immortal, but hey, Callum.
What have you done with him?
Oh, hey, me.
Please, don't make me see.
I can't even see myself talking. Wait. Don't make me see. What?
Don't leave me.
Yeah, I can't even see myself talking. Well, that's... I don't know why that got me. There's no reason that should have gotten me. Hello, buddy. You look very angry. No sound to you, or... I guess you just stand there, right? Another mirror.
What have you done with him?
Okay. That wasn't my light, is it? Oh. Okay. I didn't know they could disappear. Usually you want jump scares to happen in amusement parks, which is why they have things pop up in the first place. Okay, I think that's a wolf man. Or a goblin of some sort. Oh wait, notes. Oh, I can't read those. I can't believe I'm at the ending already, supposedly. I didn't think I'd get here this soon. But I didn't want it to be too long of a game, so... I guess it makes sense that I've gotten here this soon! Oh. See, now, if that was a chase scene, that would have put me... That would have put me on edge by a million. That or like he ran towards me and disappeared. That would have affected me on several levels. Okay. Don't see much of anything else. Oh. See the... yeah, he's dressed in the same exact outfit as Mr. Winters was. So I guess he did become a monster. And now he rules over the park because I guess he's got enough fear to, you know, do whatever he wants to here. And since I've come here alone, or I guess with my child, he basically has been rejuvenated with all of my my anxiety and my life struggles, and now he's feeding off of specifically me. Is this a maze or? Okay, haven't seen anything out of the ordinary in the mirrors. Luckily. Honestly, everything that they've tried to surprise me with has been in front of me. So, I'm thankful for that. Oh? Notes? Is there something here that I should be reading or something that I should be doing? They wouldn't just leave this room here for nothing, right? I guess they did. Alright. There's no way, though. Wait, there's a chain here. Oh. Wait. Do they want me to... No. Of course, I know she won't do that, but... I feel like that's probably what they're signifying. Okay, this looks like a maze. And I've never been to this part of it, so... Ignore me just lightly jumping. It's just a force of habit. Even though I can see the things that are about to jump out at me, the sound makes it a lot more terrifying to have to deal with. Nice placement. Very nice placement. I swear if I see that squirrel or that chipmunk around these corners, any of these corners. There's no witch here, is there? He has him. The owner himself has Callum. A lot of books. Open the door.
Who was that?
We know who it was. You've seen him before. He's introduced himself. Well, kinda. No? Alright. I didn't want to turn off my light. Well, I guess she did that automatically. I guess to save battery, even though we've never had a battery mentioned to us. Nightmare Circus. A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townfolk, just as he shouts out a curse. Now Raven, and a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Have no idea if that's an actual book or not, but alright.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home.
Breadcrumbs? Do you mean
I barely recognized
pills?
it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away.
The power's been disconnected.
I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Dawn, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me
this
lacking.
place isn't even functioning.
I devoted myself to
Yeah,
Callum
we can
because
see
the things
everything
that they told
functioning
me.
fully somehow.
It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Hunger, the true story of the Donners. On April 16th, a group of covered wagons began the 2,500-mile journey to California. Just 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in the Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. Hansel and Gretel? Oh, well, I guess this is a real-life story based on Hansel and Gretel, right? Okay. Cover compelling evidence that their families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive the terrible winter. Read about how the Donner children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive. I don't know if these are actual books or not, but I mean, maybe they were based off of Hansel and Gretel. Okay. Cap. A Rubik's Cube that I don't think I can play with, unfortunately. What's this? The Wilting. Yeah, okay, just the Wilting. With this novel, Susan Escombe cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. Solar flares struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overheating, and an exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world. Again. Dynamic, exciting, okay. Odd. An exotic dancer and a meteorologist. I don't know what these stories are hinting at, but I guess I just continue forward. They mean something to the story. I just have no idea exactly what. Examine wrench. Don't know what that does for me, but sure. Is it, I guess a metaphor for the wrench that went missing and, you know, caused suspicion with the bumper cars and everything? Got some chicken legs in the freezer, apples, wine, and water. Seems fairly barren, but I don't know who lives here. Maybe this is, the owner's house, and he doesn't have much to live off of from what it looks like. So I guess he's exclusively living off of fear. Lorraine, I received your letter, and I'm quite surprised you ran off with your father all of those years ago and then disappeared off the edge of the map. And then I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine. Okay, I think this is the husband, most definitely. I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. For a year. Fought for custody if you hadn't run away. So wait, is this? Or is this her mother? It just says one name, so I can't exactly tell if this is, you know, relation by marriage or relation by family. Miss Malyard, as we agreed in our meeting today, consider you're fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you were considered of sound mind and body. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you've been using. Who's this for? Miss Malyard. I don't think my name is Malyard, so I don't think that's for me. Nothing on the TV but static. I can't run through this place, by the way. I'm forced to walk. Miss Malyard. I'm just gonna skim. Mr. and Mrs. Williams, explain your situation, especially as regards the birth of Donald's son, Callum. So Donald is the husband. Inquiry into the estate. Huh. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified that ineligible to receive any of the monies for Donald's estate. Overstepped. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing that at some point you tried to get money out of a estate for the purposes of taking care of Callum, but they didn't give it to us. Probably because we had snatched him away rather than gaining custody.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
He's in there. I don't know if he's in there for sure, but it definitely sounds like he is.
Give it to me!
Okay, Nightmare Circus. We've seen that already. The pills. I don't know why those are there. Hopefully, we don't end up taking them again. Lorraine thinks it's right between us at the moment. I know. I want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home and I'm working so hard every day. Working at the park, it gets worse. Like a spring inside my mind, winding tighter and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. The guys relax and we laugh and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind. But when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We don't need to go back to the city where I don't feel like it's safe. I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. Okay, so Donald is most definitely the husband. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy and Emma if it's a girl. So Donald is Lorraine's old husband. Same book. More pills. Oh, is this just what's going to happen now? We're just going to see pill bottles build up. Whoa, whoa.
Show yourself.
Open the door. I know we won't be able to get to him, but like,
boy?
you just saw him. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. What does that say? Zolif prescription. Remember, take the pills. Follow up with Dr. Spencer. Organize a babysitter for Callum. Okay. Got a to-do list. We're repeating hallways. I'm guessing this gets a little bit like PT. Oh, it's rotting. Examine wine. What exactly do we need to examine it for? Oh? I don't think that's anything different. Usually bottles are like that. I don't know why we get to examine the wine all of a sudden, though. We got some rotting chicken in there, though.
Don't make me look at it.
Look at... What? Okay. I didn't run away. Dad took me. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more uneasy. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me happy. A happy carrot. Okay. Anything on this? Blood? This is old blood, I think. That or a stain. Just some regular stain. I'm just gonna leave this room. Go to another place, anywhere but here. Go through the cycle again, of course. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Nightmare Circus. A chipmunk goes a stabbing in the eyes, a jabbing. And all the towns that gabbing, just lie down and let it happen. Basal Gungalia win. Basil Gungalia? Okay, I didn't think the books changed, but they do. Oh, where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. Hunger. A shocking fake story. Oh, it's okay. It's slowly turned into the Hansel and Gretel story. Okay. Everything is swapping as we go along. Now, what does the wilting change to? With this novel, Lorraine cements her place as the most important science fiction writers. Solar flares struck the Earth. An exotic dancer named Lorraine is the key to saving the world again. Everything we've come to expect from Lorraine. Lorraine is back. Okay. She's put in the place of everyone important. Which I believe says a lot, but I'm not exactly getting the story as to what that means. She's the center of attention in her life. More pills. Tickets to Atlantic Island Park. Open up. I hate that we can't open any of the side doors. I feel like we should be able to. Oh. We keep the fridge picture in the fridge. Alright. And now there's just wine. No food, no nothing. We were doing bad to start with, but now we're really doing bad. There's blood everywhere. How much worse can it get? Didn't I already go through the TV and everything? I did. Yeah, I don't get why I'm back here. I've ripped up the notes. More pills. Okay, we're going in deeper into the backstory. Okay, I can't read it anymore. It's just a picture of the owner, which we know is behind everything that I'm experiencing right now. I'm pretty sure that my own past trauma has a hand in it, though. He's just, like I said, he's feeding off of my past trauma, because I can only assume that he hasn't seen anyone in a while. So he's giving himself strength by making me experience all of this again. Things that I've been through before. Technically, it's just a more extreme variant of what I've already seen in my actual life. Woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. And it just repeats that. All here in the pages of this broken story. What did the other book say? Boogeyman goes a walking, sneaking, stealing a stalking. Is he really talking? Now it's time for Balkan. Cerebral cortex win. You're gonna go? Alright. Well, I'll see you later, Claptrap. I appreciate you dropping by anyway. Hope that you have a good rest of your night. I have no idea how far this goes, but I guess we'll see. Oh, there's blood in this hat. Lots of blood. It's fresh too, sorta. A few days old at most. Yeah, a few days. Yep, see ya. Your shopping list. As well as a prescription. Remember, you are alone. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was. He's a child. I mean, how you no longer well, are they saying he's growing up now? Is that actually okay. Examine drawing. Okay, can't really read that. What's in the fridge? Oh, an ice pick. Chad's weapon of choice. Why would I use this? Why do I need to see that? I don't wanna be attacked by him. Don't put me in the dark room with the chipmunk, please. Please. Okay, open the door. Open the door. I did open it, but I can't see anything. Did I get back out? Okay, I think I hide. I hide. Yeah, this is... Was that the chipmunk coming in and getting his... No, he didn't. Okay. No, he did not. He, in fact, did not retrieve his weapon. He might strangle me on his own. Okay, just checking. Just checking. I don't like this room anymore. I never liked it to begin with, but... There's babies with wine and pills bottles now, and I don't need to look at any of this. I think it's pretty clear everything that's occurred right about now is I heard a rocking chair and I thought there was someone behind me. Actually, I might stay a bit longer. I think we're getting to something. I think we're getting... Okay, we ripped up this note. So, weirdly enough, I think we ripped this up in order. Some weird order that we happen to rip this up into. I don't know why. Okay, we scribbled him out. Which, I mean, we should do intentionally. We're trying to get him out of our heads. I think we're realizing it, but we can't stop it. Essentially, we're just a vessel now, I believe. Lorraine, I need you to focus on what we are discussing. The chipmunk killer, Steve Gardner. He was locked away for what he did to those kids. Nathaniel Winter hasn't been seen in years, but he is nowhere near... I wish I could turn my head in this. Nowhere near Atlantic Island Park. We've established this. You know this. Okay, the music was getting a little bit tense, and I don't know why. I sense I'm gonna get attacked for some reason. Okay, this is the same. Yeah, this is the same. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Everything is here. We are talking. Can you hear us, Lorraine? Sun will be devoured. The cattle will be enslaved. The shadow lies on your future, our domination. We are irrepressible. You can only join us. I think now he's corrupting my mind. He's completely taking over my mind now. This definitely shows that he's... Oh, I can't look at that. I shouldn't have even looked up. Forget Don, Dad, Cal, not him. Oh, okay. What's in the fridge? Oh boy. Where? Okay. Okay, I thought something was coming for me for a minute. Okay. Okay, I think we just run through this now. We just run through this. I don't think there's much of anything different that we haven't already seen before. Been going the PT route. Everything is, you will watch me rot. I think this is the corruption process that's happening right now, in a metaphorical sense. Now it's all calm. Does that mean it's complete? I think the transition's been done. I think my mind has been.
Are told again and again,
I think my mind has
from
been
their
corrupted.
shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. The child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story,
You gonna go?
the mother
All right.
and the witch were the
See
same
you later.
person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
If that's how you see yourself, I mean, that's. Couldn't help myself. It was fast. Wait. Oh, kids broke in and you took one of them. It was fast, as the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. That's a very, very odd description that you put. Very odd way of describing what you've done. I don't think this is... I think this is describing what the owner has done before. Maybe. That or like a merger between him, between his actions and Lorraine's thoughts. Maybe. I think that might be it. Examine book. Okay, examine this book again, really? Oh, wait, this is literally just Hansel and Gretel. Okay. Oh, secret passage. Alright, this is weird. Fire. Where? Okay. I thought something was about to attack me for a minute. Why does it look so glittery in here? Yep.
Callum,
Honestly, I'm surprised that foot doesn't have more rocks in it.
Callum,
Or at the very least isn't bruised.
Callum.
Who is that? That's the chipmunk. Lorraine, don't turn around. It'll only make him attack. I think you should get to the other side of the table. Why do you have the ice pick? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's forcing you to do this. I think this is what completes the transition. This action. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. He's taken everything. He's taken everything. He's taken her sanity. He's taken her child. And the sorrow that she's gonna face after. I can't imagine, like, this. She's just been made into a conduit for his power. Just an energy source at this point. What even happens now?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
You my therapist? This the guy at the gate. What in the world do you have a grill in your hand? What is that?
The last place you saw your son.
Well?
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Interesting. Does that mean... I'm guessing, of course, find your fate in the deepest ends of the park. I'm guessing that last line probably means that maybe she experienced she experienced everything that did just happen. She experienced everything that did just happen at the park. Now, I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that. I think that she just took a journey through her entire life in the park. Oh, by the way, if you made it this far, congratulations, you've received, if you at least have a PlayStation, at least, you've received the second code. It is up on the screen somewhere. You can probably see it right about now. But anyway, I'm just going to talk about the game a bit. I believe that Lorraine just took a trip through her life, and the park was just the basis of that trip. Everything in her life that transpired was built around the attractions of the park. And I believe with that happening, it was a window for the owner of the park to take advantage of her and feed off of her sorrow for what had occurred to her in the past. There were so many things that transpired in her life that had left her somber, doubtful, just full-on depressed. So her going into the park, she felt like it was, you know, a good place. It was a good place for her to, I guess, collect her thoughts. But because the underlying causes or the underlying events that occurred there, the owner still being present meant that, you know, she was used for a conduit for his own, you know, to increase his power and all that. I don't know exactly where the owner stands in this. I feel like quite possibly the owner could have been in her imagination, or maybe her mind was trying to advance. I feel like maybe her mind was trying to. Huh? Well, I feel like maybe her mind was trying to make sense of the stories and like the rumors that people brought up. To be honest, maybe she made the monster up, and it fed off of her own. It fed off of her own sorrow, and then she ended up doing what she did to the end of Callum. Like all in the like. There's several ways that I can think about this. There's one specific way that I'm thinking about, but then when I'm thinking of that way, it just stretches into multiple routes, which is definitely what a psychological horror game can and should do. It makes you think of one event in a million different ways, and that's what's enjoyable about a game like this. Regardless of how small it was, I did enjoy that experience, and the code is gone. Hopefully you got that code. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy it well, continue to like, sub, and comment. As always, it's very, very, very greatly appreciated. The link to the Twitter, Twitch, and Discord is in the description down below if you're interested in that. The giveaway is officially over. I have just given away the last 2 of my PlayStation gift card codes. If you guys hadn't received them, that's very unfortunate. I mean, I tried my best to intertwine the entertainment with the you know, the cards like streamers usually do on Twitch and the like. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy, nonetheless, continue to be awesome. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night, or you know, whatever time it may be for you at the moment, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me on this very unexpected